my channel. I'm Letty, this is Letty Sparkle. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a full face of Revolution Beauty. I've got a few of their products. I just filmed this video and I used this foundation, which is the Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation in 8.5, and it's just far too light for me. So I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation in F8. So that's what I'm going to use today because it's slight. Oh, I've used this one completely up. So I've got another one. So I've already moisturised my face. Out of the Revolution products, I've pretty much got everything for a full face. I was going to do a bit of colour correcting and stuff, so I'll do that as well. Any products I don't have from Revolution Beauty are any primers or any of their skincare range yet, so I will probably try and get some and then I'll do a review on them as well. So I'm going to start by correcting first. So I'm going to use the Revolution Beauty Ultra Base Corrector palette. This is what it looks like. I have used it before. It's not like a first impressions video as such, it is just me doing a full face of Makeup Revolution. I'm just going to go in with like a foundation brush like this. This is from Real Techniques and it's the Essential Foundation Brush. I'm just going to go in with this shade here, which is kind of like a peachy, salmony sort of shade. I'm just going to pop that like around my mouth where it's like a bit dark. And again on this side. I get very dark around here. And around my mouth. And a little bit under my eyes. I'm actually mixing these two shades, so this one in here. I decided to do that and I forgot to mention it. So Revolution is one of those brands that's so affordable. They do some really good products. They do some not so good ones as well. So it's not just all good. But overall, I really like what they do. So I get on really well with it. So it's just a little bit of colour corrector. You can't really see. And then I'm going to go back in then with the foundation. And I'm going to use my micro sponge. I had cleaned it, but where I just tried to do that foundation, I had to like... So I'm just going to go with the clean side and kind of rub that all in. Oh, much better. I look like a ghost on the other one, so... I really like this foundation. I did a first impressions on it. I'll link it down below. Quite a long time ago now. I want to say maybe 2 years. But yeah, I really like it. It's a really nice foundation. I really like it. I wouldn't say it's like full coverage, but it's like medium to full. For me, that's perfect. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more. Just around the mouth area. And just kind of blend that all in again. The only thing I will say about Makeup Revolution foundations is that although I quite like most of them, I like the formula, their shades vary quite a lot. I mean, the one I just used was 8.5 in the camouflage one, and it's lighter than this one. This one's 8 and it's probably the perfect skin tone for me now. And then we've got these two are 10.2 and 10.5. From the Conceal and Define and Conceal and Hydrate, and they're quite different shades. So it would be nice if they could do all their foundations in different formulas, but in the same sort of shade. That's the only thing I'd say about their products. Okay, so I'm doing this on my nose and it's just rubbing it off. So maybe patting. I'm just going with a clean sponge. This is a tart one. I'm bringing it off my nose, I'm not sure why. Okay, so for concealer, I've got a couple. I've got the Conceal and Hydrate for concealer, Conceal and Define concealer. I like both of them. I think I like the Conceal and Hydrate slightly more. Conceal and Hydrate. I'm just going to use that one again. It's been a while since I've used it. Oh, it's quite dark. Okay, I thought it'd be lighter. I'm going to go in with that same sponge and kind of blend that all in. And I always take the concealer into my lids because that's how I kind of prime my lids most days. Okay. That's looking okay. I'm going to go in on top with the Concern Define one just to see if I remember which one I like more. Oh, this one's even darker, blimey. I think I bought these in the summer, so I need maybe a shade lighter for now. And it blends out nicely, it's just not as light as I'd want it to be. I like it to brighten my under eyes, not make them darker, but I mean the colour is okay, it's the same sort of colour as my skin tone, so it's not bad. I'm going to go straight in with the powder to set them. The only powder I have is this one, which is the Bake and Finish powder Ghost Finish, which is a luxury baking powder. This should be translucent, I think. It doesn't tell me. I'm just going to knock a bit on the lid like this, and then with like a fluffy brush like this. This is a Real Techniques Dual Fibre Contour Brush. I like it for powder underneath the eyes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to set all that in, making sure there's no creases already. Okay. Same on this eye. So that powder has brightened it up a little bit. It's not my favourite powder, to be honest. It's not horrendous, but it is not my favourite by like a long shot. I still need to get the Concern Define powders, which I will do. So for the eyebrows, I have the Revolution Beauty, oh sorry, Revolution eyebrow, this is an eyebrow pencil I think. This is just brow pencil. So it comes with like a spoolie on one end, which is quite nice, and then it comes on this end with an actual like a triangular shaped, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, you see a triangular shaped like pencil. This isn't my favourite product to use. I prefer to use like the pomade, but I haven't bought the Makeup Revolution one, so I might do an up-to-date one of these when I get all the products that I want to get. So I'm just going to go in and kind of like fill the brows in. I'll speed through this bit or cut it out completely, but it's not a bad pencil to use. Okay, so that's the eyebrows done. Yes, they're not the same. My eyebrows are never the same. They are very distant cousins, not twins or even sisters. Okay, so that's that. It's a nice brow pencil. I prefer the precision you get with an angle brush, but it is what it is. So for let's go on to eyes I think next, and then we'll finish off the base in a moment. So for eyes, I've got 4 of their palettes. These this is the Reloaded Affection, Reloaded Iconic Division, the Seth X palette, which is like my favourite drugstore palette, and then the Iconic Pro palette. So I'm going to go with my favourite palette, which is this one. It's very, very loved. But this is what I'm going to go for. So I've got my colour switcher. I'm going to go in with Cookie Dough, which is this colour here as a transition shade. Just a nice brown shade as a transition. Just going to use that. This palette is so good for the price point. It's like £10. The colour payoff is amazing. The blendability of the shadows is also really good. And I really like the colour story. I think it's a really nice colour story. It's got a bit of everything. Got your neutrals, got your pop of colours with like the pinks and the yellow. And I really like it. I'm then going to go in with like a smaller brush. And I'm going to go into Mulled Wine, which is this one here, and just kind of go in into like the outer corner and blend that into the inner corner of my eye as well. Just to give this look a little bit of colour. I'm going to go back in with that brush, not adding any more product, but kind of blending it upwards so it kind of blends into that brownish shade. I'm going to go into this colour here, Cheesecake, which is a bit of a warmer kind of brown colour, just to kind of blend those two together. And then do the same on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with Enchanted, which is this colour here, just kind of like a dark brownie, but pulling it like a little bit of a purple, and go back into that outer corner, into the outer V, like this. I wasn't intending on this being such a smoky, colourful look, but you know. And then back in with that brush and just blend all of that out. Like a big flat brush like this. This is from the Spectrum collection, it's the A07. I'm going to go in with that shade Romance, which is like a burgundy, shimmery kind of shade. I'm just going to apply that in the like centre part of my eye, going into the outer corner, and I'm going to leave like the first third of my eye clear of any colour, and then same thing on this eye. And then with the same brush I'm going to turn it to the other side, and then I'm going to go in with the shade called Everyday, which is just shade here. There. I'm just going to go in with my same brush into the inner corner and then blending it into that pink, like so. I'm going to take a flatter, smaller brush, like so, and go in back with that Everyday shade, and to make it more precise, just kind of bring it in a bit more into the inner corner, just so that it blends into the other colours, which I think looks really nice. Next I'm going to go underneath my eye, and with the smaller brush I'm just going to go into that Cheesecake colour and just kind of go underneath, and because the colour's already on here, it kind of makes it a bit easier. Okay, I'm going to go in with that smaller brush again, into that Romance pink colour, and go in the centre of the shimmery shade under my eye, like so. And then with that Everyday shade underneath in there, in my corner, in the corner of my eye, in the corner of my eye. And I'm probably going to use that to highlight the inner corner. I might go back in with my highlighter as well, but for now we'll just do that. So that looks kind of almost together. I'm going to go with my eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. So this is the Makeup Revolution Rose Gold eyeliner. I don't know what it's actually called. I'm just going to go in with this one and line my eyes. Okay, so that's one eye done. This is such an easy eyeliner to use. It's very, very liquidy though, and it's very wet at the moment, so be mindful of that because it might ruin everything if you open your eye too quickly. Okay, so that's that done. So while that dries, I'm just going to go and get all the rest of my face. So for contour, I have this new palette that I got the other day. It's called a Contour and Glow palette, and I'm going to use this shade here to contour with. And I'm going to go in with like kind of like an angled brush for that. It's a really nice shade. It's a really, really nice shade. Very cool toned. Yeah, I really like that. It's quite subtle. A little bit on my forehead. And a little bit on my jawline. And a little bit on my double chin. I really like that shade, that looks really nice. And then for blush, I have either this blush here from this little tiny palette, which is from the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair, and I really, really like this blush here. Or I do have a blush palette from them as well, which is this really, really old, it's like broken. This is probably one of the first like products I bought in makeup sort of thing. So I might go in with this one here. I really like this one here, and it's kind of, I think it'll go with my eye look as well. Blush brush, which is this one here from Real Techniques. I'm just going to go in very, very lightly on it because it is pigmented if I remember correctly. I just kind of smile. On the apples of my cheeks. And kind of, I always bring it back towards, I mean there's quite a bit there, but I will blend that in. My big, I think that looks okay for now. It will come together in a minute. For highlight, now I've got quite a few highlighters. For highlight, I've got a couple. So I've got the one from in here, which is nice. It's kind of like a goldy, because I've never actually used this as a highlight. Oh, that looks nice. It's very, very goldy. Or I've got this kind of liquid one, so I've not set my face. This is a jelly highlighter. It's yeah, a jelly highlighter, and again it's very, very gold based. So it's got a seal on it to protect it, so it's very, which is very nice. I've also got this one, which is one of my favourite highlighters. So I might use this new one, so I've never used it before. So I'm just going to go in with like a fan highlighting brush. I'm going to pop that all over, like so. And then go on here. I really like that, it's really nice. It's very subtle, like it's very, yeah, it's not like in your face. Oh, it's really so, so pretty. And then with the highlight I go on my nose. And then on my cupid's bow. A bit on my chin. And then just a little bit here. Like so. And I'm just going to quickly brush my brows through. Okay. I'm just going to pop some powder on. Oh, some bronzer. Bronzer, I'm going to use this one. I really like this one. This is the Revolution Bronzer Reloaded Long Weekend. It's really, really nice. I'm just going to go in with... I know, with like a nice big fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques multitask brush. Pat it off. And just kind of go over where I've contoured really, but join it all together. Okay, lastly, I'm just going to put this, and then to set my face, I'm going to use the Skin Finish in Radiance. It's kind of an all-over like highlighter. Oh, just open it. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to go with this Real Techniques powder brush. I'm just going to kind of do this and just kind of get it all over the brush, and then shake it, and then I'm just going to kind of go all over. And it kind of gives it the most beautiful, like all over glow. That one. Now for lips, I don't, oh actually mascara. The mascara is very good. This is the Makeup Revolution, the mascara. So it's very, very good. I'm just going to pop that on for you. Wow. I love how that's looking. Love, love, love. Last and not least, I'm going to do my lips. The only lip liner I could find is this one. This is the Revolution in Glory. It's a very dark brown. So I'm going to pop that on my, I'm going to line my lips with this one, then I'm going to go in with one of my nudes that I did a lipstick swatch for. I've got a liquid lipstick, but I'm going to try them on and just see how it goes. This might not work, so we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, do that now. This is a very 90s brown. So that looks crazy, I know. Bear with. What nude should I go for? I don't know which one I liked. I think it was this one. Oh, actually, I have actually got the Soph X lipsticks, and I really, really like these. So I might go in with a bit of syrup and just see how that looks. Now, yeah. It's nice, but it's a bit nudie for the eyes. I might try and go in with Cake. Cake's a bit like pinkier, so that might be a bit better. Hang on, hang on. So I'm going to go with Cake. Yeah, I prefer that with the lip, with the eyes. So that's the face done, and then I'm just going to go back in with, well, I'm going to go in with the setting spray. This is the Revolution Makeup Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. This is what it looks like. Can't really see it, but give it a good shake. Okay, it's a good mist. That's a good enough amount of mist. Okay, so that's the makeup done. I'm really loving how it's all looking. These are some of my favourite products from Revolution. Some of them are not my favourite, but like for example the foundation is incredible. I love this foundation. It's so good. It's only a £5, so for a £5 it's amazing. The palette, again, it's amazing. I love the look I created. A bit more vampy and dark from what I was actually wanting to do, but I kind of wanted to steer away from like the bronzy tones. I did that in my last tutorial, so I thought I would. The skin finish, love this product. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. And yeah, so overall, the reason I wanted to do this, I'm going to try and do, I don't think I've got enough for like every brand in the world. Obviously there's a lot of makeup out there, but Revolution is a makeup brand that is affordable, so you can easily get these items for quite an affordable price, and it's not going to break the bank. So you can still get an amazing look with affordable makeup. So yeah, I really want to try out their new colourful palette, so I will do that probably next, actually. Payday Monday, woohoo! So I can actually get some makeup. But anyway, I'm just babbling on. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.